The way us we didn't feel, those who are on the original, the changes which happened around 80s from the 76, I don't know what, to 844, that change. We didn't feel much ourselves. The same thing, these CBE students should not feel, because now the teacher has been prepared very well.
Yes.
The government have put the classrooms. There's, I hear the capitation this year came very early. I don't know whether for the grade 10 has come. But the thing is, was the parent fully prepared? Were there sensitization programs for the parent? Were there sensitization programs for the communities? And maybe that is where we are still having that separation of in mind, that there are big schools and small schools. What the 844 was envisioning, that if you go to this school, you're in a better school than the other school.
Yes.
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 Maybe that sensitization which you are talking about is what maybe the government. But I'm happy today. I have seen the public head of public service having a meeting with all the stakeholders in high schools, education, from the managers, from the directors, to the BOM members, all the way.
How are we left out? Now these bothers would be
the bothers would have been there in the public school.
Yes.
And I hear tomorrow is having the same with all the stakeholders in public school, in public schools in Kenya for primary schools. That is very good.
Yeah.
It's a good stakeholder engagement.
Yes, yes, yes.
But the bottleneck of the skewedness of school admission still remain. The question is, how are we going to solve this? How are we going to close these schools with no senior schools? Because after 2 years, once the form 3s and 4s leave the school, that school will be left empty.
By the way,
they will not have grade 11 next year. That's what we mean. And then next year but one, they will not have a grade 12. So it means no child to sit for national exams, which will be done on 2027. 2028, I mean, the first grade 12.
The 12, okay.
So what will happen to that school? If they don't attract students now, how sure are we those schools will attract students next year?
A natural death.
It will just die natural death. What will happen? What will happen to those classrooms? What will happen to the teachers who are employed there? What will happen to that cook who come from that village, who was earning money from that? What will happen? And what will be the, when a school is set somewhere, it changes a lot of socio-economic aspect of that village. What will happen to that village?
True.
Because yule mwalimu aliajiriwa, he came from a far area or from a different county. Alikodisha nyumba hapo.
True.
So somebody invested in a house.
Ananunua maziwa hapo.
Ananunua maziwa hapo.
By the way.
Ananunua tonyeni hapo.
You are right.
So what will happen to the socio-economic of that village? Is something. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
And can you imagine 1,000 schools?
And you say those are just public schools.
Let me give you a fact. Even one classroom in high school, the normal 844, you are supposed to have a minimum of 7 teachers. So that you can teach a combination of subjects, two subjects, teaching subjects. You are supposed to have a minimum of 7 teachers. So we are talking of 7,000 teachers who will be affected by this.
Wow.
7,000 by 2027, because once the from 3 and 4 leaves. So what will happen to their school? We are talking, that school had 4 classrooms. Yeah? So 7
times 4.
4,000 classrooms will be left. 1,000 laboratories will be left empty. 1,000 kitchens will be left empty. And some might be having dormitories. What will happen? What is the economic impact? What is educational impact on this 1,000? We can just say as a number, but we are talking about the life of children.
I can see you asked who the Waziri is trying to address, but I can see like it is his problem statement.
It's a problem statement. So maybe we expect.
You can see now he's sampling. You can see now he's now sampling, and that is why he has called on the stakeholders now, starting with high schools, then he goes to primary schools. I hope the other day it will be the parents' time.
I hope so. There will be a parents.
There will be a parents meeting, so that we can have now the parents. Unfortunately, most parents are very busy. they will send their organizations, which they don't even know whether they exist or not. But however,
who erects those guys in those organizations?
so for the debate, and I hope we all agree to bring this on board, because if he's talking to high schools, I'm sure the 1,000 are there.
Yes, the 1,000 BOM members.
Yes,
the principals
reporting their issues. Maybe there are schools.
But this is the public service. This is head of public service.
Yes.
Not the Minister of Education.
Now,
so maybe
the head of public service is looking at the economic point of view,
yes,
as you mentioned, because he doesn't want to to add on the lists of unemployment,
yes,
what he already has and he can't handle.
Yes.
I still read in other papers how there are many other employees, and when we say employees, mostly we look at the government,
yes,
to retire early, other young people who cannot access jobs. So if you are head of the employing institution, you would not wish to see anybody shaking the economy in a way that your list of unemployed would be longer.
Yes.
That the files would be. So I understand his point of view.
Yes.
And I hope he will bring the bitterness and the reality of what you are calling now the effects of the economy. He will bring that now to the other stakeholders within the government. That's now the education sector. Within the
education sector.
Yes.
And you see, for me, and I think that this will follow up in our next discussion.
Yes.
We will now analyze what was the main topics or discussion, points of discussion in today's and tomorrow's meeting, because I think it is now in YouTube. We shall go through it. But it is my hope the implementation of the CBE it be taken more
with all the seriousness
and with all seriousness.
Yeah, because we can really waste
a generation,
a
whole generation, And to I see they have not reported in the same write-up of this paper that we still have some children who are still at home,
who didn't join grade 10.
Of course, yes.
Not remember in Kenya. Even after they being encouraged to go to school even without uniform.
We have not yet, yes, the president said we should go even if you don't have school uniform. But have the minister come again to say now we are at 99.999 of transition.
But you cannot tell me there are schools without students and there are some students at home.
Yes.
Okay, tell me why a student would be at home. They walked into a school and they was sent back home.
Centralization of the parent.
The parents still waiting for the admission letter?
Maybe not really admission letter. Maybe they have even the admission letter with them. But still they don't have finances. Not everybody is courageous.
But it
cannot wake up and take a child to the school without school uniform.
And that area has a chief?
Yes. Even a headman. Even a mzee wa mtaa.
Wa nyumba kumi?
Yes.
And they are still in office?
Ask the member, our viewers.
No,
they will tell you.
They will
tell us there is somebody out there who have not yet gone to the school.
We have always agreed that a child belongs to the society. A child is a community's, a community, I don't want to say property, but a community's issue. When it comes to missing to go to school, it's a community issue.
You just put that in quote.
Yes.
Because there are some parents watakwambia mzigo si wako. Shughulika na kwako.
Sasa wacha mzigo ikue yetu. Because that child who is not going to school and is within your neighborhood, if they fully don't go to school, it becomes a community problem. It is a community problem. And actually, that's why I said it's a community issue. So report, if you cannot confront the parent, the way I do. Yes. But I cannot allow children to loiter. That one we learned during what you call the Kibaki's time. Yes. You can report to mzee wa nyumba kumi. Usiseme ati mtoto hajaenda shule si shida yako. Kwa sababu wako wanaenda shule. That's what I'm saying now. We have talked about the parent. Yes. Was parent involved in the CBE implementation, communication and all that? Now, there is a community as a stakeholder. Yes. Do they know their responsibility
That is the biggest problem.
And who are the members of the community?
It's me and you.
It is this parents, the other parents.
Yes.
So if I don't know and you don't know, all of us don't know the whole community.
I'm telling you, you will see in the comments there.
Yes.
Our viewers telling you, we have a child in such and such a place. And it's our call that they communicate.
Yes.
Either to the chief or they just walk up to the education. Every sub-county has an educational office. Every ward has an office for education.
Yes.
To report that matter so that that child can be attended.
When a bursary form is being filled, because that is what they can understand most.
Yes.
We see even the church leadership playing a role. Huyu mtu mnamjua. Nyumba kumi, huyu mtu mnamjua.
Yes.
Chief, huyu mtu mnamjua.
Yes.
So, hata hawa nyumba kumi, mimi nikiogopa kusema na mimi na wewe uogope kupiga ripoti, basi nyumba kumi mwazunguka.
Do the nyumba kumi still exist? In the rural areas, for example.
I should imagine so.
Do they still exist?
Kwenyu hakuna?
Mimi sijui.
Na community health
I know they are
volunteers.
There. Those are there.
Sasa tukisema hii shida ya watoto kukosa kwenda shule ni yetu sisi sote. Everyone, that is why I have reminded you about the church leadership. Mchungaji wenyu, chifu, sub-chifu, hawa health volunteers, na hawa nyumba kumi kama wako ama hawako.
No,
hata yule mwenye duka, hata wale watu piga pool hapo kwenyu. Report, toa tu sauti.
Toa sema, tell the opinion leader in your village.
You know, the reason why wewe ulienda shule ukasoma ukamaliza ni kwa sababu uliangaziwa macho na kila mtu.
Na wengine
sio wewe.
Angazia wengine.
Sasa na wewe angazia. The reason why your village is the way it is ni kwa sababu wewe uliweza kutembea na mwingine akatembea.
So can you imagine here we are talking about a school, 1,000 students in one school, na wako nyumbani.
Ni vibaya sana.
Si afadhali yawe wa hao 1,000 na hapati enough resources other than wewe una complain ukiwa nyumbani. I don't know what is the government doing na hujapeleka mtoto shule.
Kuna mambo mawili happened during that the after 202 tukipambana na watoto wote waende shule. Everybody, let me say, media helped. So nimesema kuna mambo mawili yalifanyika wakati huo. So the media that even do vernacular.
Yes.
Na tunaheshimu sana wale walianzisha hizo nyumba za matangazo za vernacular. Speaking to wewe na lugha yako. So it was our everybody's problem. Okay? So kama sisi watangazaji tulikuwa tunasema report. Tuambie. Tunafungulia laini zetu za simu, mitandao yetu ya SMS, tuma message, sema. So mimi ninaambiwa Sabasaba shopping center kwa mfano, because I still remember Sabasaba mahali watoto walikuwa wanachota maji ya hoteli, kuosha hoteli, kusaidia
kibarua.
Ilikuwa kawaida kwa sababu mtoto kufika standard 2 was not a big deal. Mtoto kufika standard 2 house girls kwani walikuwa wanatafutwa aje? Yule amefika standard 2 hata mamake anampeana. Mzazi akona watoto 5 anasema 3 wasome, 2 watafutie kwenda mashamba za kahawa. Nani walikuwa wanaenda sana? Si ni watoto bado.
Watoto? Child labor.
So kazi yetu ile ilikuwa kubwa, na nimesema so mara mingi sana. Kazi yetu ile ilikuwa kubwa ni kupokea habari na kuripoti.
Yes.
Unauliza chief, nimesikia there are 2 boys wanachota maji ya kuosha bushari mahali fulani. Kuna watoto 2 wanasaidia kubeba vitu sokoni.
Were chiefs doing that? Were they going to pick them?
Yes. That is how we got a 101%.
Have you had
Kila
this?
Mtu alienda shule mpaka tukapata mpaka yule mtu alikuwa mzee na hakuwa amepata wakati kama huo, akaona my time has also come, let me go back to school.
Yes.
We used to see mothers coming to school with their children.
Yes.
Wanaingia wale hawakuwa wameembrace sana adult education because it was not sensitized as well.
Have you had that
now,
this year for the CBE?
That is why
it's a new system, it's a new transition.
Mwalimu,
have you seen it?
Mathew, that is why we are here. Umetoka St. Helena ukakuja mpaka hapa.
Yes.
Mimi nimetoka huko Savannah College nikakuja hapa.
So that we transit.
Kwa sababu tunasema kwenabu. Kama umekuja hapa from a secondary school, umekuja hapa kutuambia kuna watoto wako nyumbani hawajaenda shule, Kwenabu.
And it's a big one.
So kila mtu lazima sasa tupige filimbi. Tuseme hii mbu tunauga lazima isikike
na isikike na kila mtu.
Ifanye kazi.
Mtoto aende high school. And you know the danger is
yes.
In this CBE.
Yes.
The 844. Ukifanya it for class 8, you are getting Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, KCPE. Certificate.
That you could produce. To
prove that you went to primary school.
You went to primary school up to the highest level of primary school.
Today, those who did grade 9 last year,
they don't have anything to.
They will only have an assessment document. They were assessed when they reached grade 9.
Assessment ya kuonyesha ulipanda mboga, ulimea.
Ulipanda mboga, ukafanya project ya ICT, ukafanya nini, you did.
You don't have a single document.
It's not a certificate. It will only have your assessment number.
Mtu atapata certificate akifika level gani?
Grade 12. That is when you are going to have basic education certificate for the Republic of Kenya.
So lazima tungangane.
Tufike grade 12.
Mpaka tufike grade 12.
Grade 12. Ukifika grade 12, ndio umepata basic education.
Yes.
And that is where you as a parent, you are right. That child has a right to get basic education in this Republic of Kenya.
I'm a supporter of this curriculum. I'm a supporter of this new system. So I can leave everything else, including my tea here, niache kukunywa kwanza mpaka nihakikishe
everybody gets basic education certificate.
True. Na kama ni kufika grade 12, ni kumaanisha lazima tungangane mtoto wote aingie grade 10.
Yes.
Sasa wale wamechelewa mpaka saa hizi. We need them in class.
And you see the danger is, I have said, there are no exams. There are assessments.
Yes.
So they are continuous assessment.
Okay.
So if this child continues staying at home, at one point they will not be able to catch up because they will find some assessments have already been done.
Now, hii report nilikusomea kwa gazeti. I read what the newspaper reports what the waziri is saying, the cabinet secretary of education, what he's saying about the schools. Can we get the same report about the children, the students who are at home?
Maybe.
Now, must we wait until the minister comes to your village? No. Chief, uliza
ni nani?
Ita baraza. Sema yule mtoto wako nyumbani. Na nyinyi wazazi, unajua hakuna mzazi alifundisha mtoto na huko PP akitaka mtoto asimamie hapa grade. Kwa sababu hata mambo ya hiyo ya employment ya watoto, hizo ni zile tukiongea about ng'ombe za maguku.
Yes.
Hiyo ni vitu hata tulisahau.
Zebu.
Tukisahau zebu. So mambo ya mtoto kuingia grade 10 ni ya kila mtoto. Sasa nasema hivi, mzazi, tuko hapa tukijaribu kusaidiana.
Yes.
So report. Enda hapo kwa shopping center, uliza kwa chief kuna mtu anaweza kosa kujua kwa chief kweli? Haya, uliza kwa chief ni wapi. Unaona hata wale watu ukaa kwa estates, nyumba za gorofa. Saa zingine wanaweza kuwa hawajui kuna chief. Hakuna mahali hii.
Enda waambie pastor wenu.
Enda umwambie kuna mtoto
unaona anarandaranda anahitaji kuwa grade 10 na hayuko nyumbani.
Pastor uliza church Sunday.
Ni nani aje enda?
Church hata uliza. Enda kwa chief.
There is another issue.
Lakini nzuri. Sio mbaya.
Yesterday, the whole of this week, if you go to NEC website, they have put a circular. This circular is about those who want to repeat KCSE. Because KCSE is coming to an end.
Yes.
We are starting the CBE. We are talking of grade 12. Now this other one is ending. They have put an advert for those who want to repeat.
Calling them out.
Yes.
Those who want to repeat.
And they have given instruction even where you can go. Actually, if you are below 24 years, come to St. Helena. We'll admit you.
If you are below 24 years.
And
you want to do KCSE.
Come to St. Helena.
0721
977 449. Call that number. But if you are above 24 years and you want to do KCSE, go to your education office. They have what we call private center. That's where you register for exams. And you can register for the 7 subjects which you want to do. If you want mathematics, English, Kiswahili, all that. Or you feel you failed in mathematics, you failed in physics, go and register those 2 subjects.
Wacha niwaambie. Ukifanya hii mtihani na miaka imeendaenda, haifanywi ati live on TikTok, YouTube, ati utasikia ati, you know, umekuwa mtu kwa society. Maybe kwa biashara, kanisa, kampuni, kazini. And you look like amongst wale wako na certificate nyingi sana kwa file. Usione haya. Hii ni yako wewe na kufanyishiwa exam.
Yes.
So take advantage now. Take this advantage when NEC is calling out. Yes. Nani mwingine amebaki?
Nani amebaki
hajafanya KCSE? Na kwa sababu labda tutaogopa kutafuta private centers na kuenda kwa hatupendi kuchoka. Sisi tutapiga tu St. Eleanor, let me tell you.
No problem.
0721 977 441.
No, 449.
0721 977 449. Ask about KCSE. Si tukupe hiyo kazi.
I will do it, gladly do it.
Mimi nataka kung'ang'ana na wale watoto hawajaingia grade 10. Wewe ng'ang'ana na wale hawajafanya KCSE.
Yes, I will do that. Because if you don't have KCSE certificate or you have that certificate, unaiangalia hivi unaona hii hesabu inakuuma roho. It's your time to correct that mathematics. It's your time to correct, but there is a caution. You can only receipt the papers you did in the first exam. And the total cost is just 7,200. That is what you pay to NEC.
What do you mean receipts? The only ones you did?
There's a minimum subject.
Oh, so if I did physics, I didn't do biology?
You cannot go to do biology.
Oh, that's good.
You cannot go to register biology. It's the same subject which you did.
Okay. Hiyo ndio maswali hiyo utakuwa unajibu.
I will gladly answer them. Because as an educator, I'm always happy when I see people who are educated achieving their goal.
Same here. Masomo ni mzuri. That empowerment ya education, that exposure.
There is nothing else. Siku hizi hakuna shamba tutagaia watoto wetu. Hakuna sijui nini, it's only the education.
Yes.
Nako
ka certificate ukiwa nako
kuna kajoto fulani. Kuna kajoto fulani kana kuanga.
And I can tell you na hapa mtu atajiangalia aone. Mtu kama hana hiyo, anasikianga kabaridi kengine na ni yeye tu peke yake. In your subconscious, you always remember, I didn't sit for this exam. I don't have this certificate. Yes. Unakaa hivi tu ukisema gai na wasiulize.
And you know what we are telling them in St. Eleanor? If you reached Form 3,
yes,
and you didn't do your KCSE, you hardly have the chance now. We have vacancies in Form 3.
Oh, nice.
If you are still below 24 by next year, because KCSE will not pick you if you are above 24, unless you are doing the first sitting. Come. Don't fear to wear the uniform. Or you can even make arrangement. We can teach you online or any other mode of teaching you, provided you get your KCSE. Yes. Because once the KCSE is gone, utaanza wapi?
It is gone.
Can you imagine those who did the, was it class 7?
CP.
CP. Sasa asemi anatafuta certificate ya CP, atatoa wapi? You never get it. So these 2 years are very critical for anybody who did class 8, didn't finish the Form 4 and want to finish, or reach the Form 4, you feel you never achieved your goal. It is now, not tomorrow. Yes.
Go do it.
Yes.
Tuachie hapo.
Thank you.
That's Mathew.
Yes,
from
St. Eleanor High School.
My name is 𝐂𝐃𝐔𝐂𝐀𝐓𝐿𝐼𝐻. Waithera Mwithera from Savannah
College.